I'm Brad Nessler, joined by the coach, Lee Corso, and the quarterback, Kirk Herbstreit. We're supposed to see a good deal of rain come our way for the Georgia Southern Eagles and the Crimson Tide of Alabama. The early season continues, and we're here ready to bring you what appears to be another fantastic college gridiron matchup. And here comes the Crimson Tide. The Crimson Tide are much too powerful to be stopped in this game. Kirk, what are your thoughts?
Alabama has so many weapons offensively, but it all starts with their outstanding quarterback. Now, against this defense, I look for him to have no problem spreading the ball around. This could be a career day.
You're absolutely right. Roll Tide, they're not losing this one.
Well, Coach, we'll find out if you're right or not. Let's take it down to the field where today's captains are ready for the coin toss. Get underway. He kicks it. Owens fields it at the 3. Tailor their game plan for him.
He's a heck of a player, and I really believe that he could have a huge game today.
That makes two of us think.
Patrick hands it off. Little shake and bake move. Can't wrap him up. He breaks free. Across midfield, Wilson with a takedown. Tremendous run right there.
And coaches just love it when they can run the football like that. It opens up so much more of your offense.
He's looking down the middle. And he's got it. Going the other way now. He didn't throw it away under pressure, and it really cost him.
It sure did. He saw that he was going to get hit and just threw one up to grab. And learned to take the sack.
Trying to make it hard to hear, and the defense urging the crowd to get to their feet. He lateral. He jukes him, and he's taken. They'll run the option. Chambers brings another run. Missed tackle. And they make the stop. Scott running the option. Now he pitches it. Green with a takedown. Scott options out, and he's tackled. So Scott running the option. They'll drop him for a long. Here's the option left. Pitches back. Brought down. Good option. Scott gives it up the middle. They'll wrestle him down, and are lining up to punt it away. Punts the ball away. Owens calls for the fair catch. He hauls it in. They go with the run. Makes a move. Gets past the tackler. With the spin, and down he goes. And the delayed handoff works for a big gain.
Got to be happy with the effort there by your tailback.
You are absolutely right.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Still no score. Patrick steps back to pass. Throws it to the outside. Gunn gets a pitch. And he's going to throw. Throws on the run. Glover brings him down. He'll get it again. Tries to juke. Big opening. Wilson with a takedown. And they get a nice gain on third down.
Remember when we talked to the coach? He mentioned that he wanted to run the ball against this defense. And he felt that he may have some success. Well,
little handoff. He's hit and got away. He jukes. And he breaks another. He's on the run. Touchdown, Alabama. What a weapon this running back is.
I tell you what, this guy makes the defense look silly out there. They're falling all over themselves trying to get him on that one.
And he tacks on the extra point. Back ready to return. Kicks it deep. Booker fields it in the end zone. Georgia Southern lines up in a double tight set. Scott options out, and now he pitches it. And he's shoved out of bounds. What? Scott running the option. He can scoot. A little juke. The 50. And he's taken down. And the fullback rumbles for a huge gain.
That was a chunk of yards there. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm writing this kid's number down and telling my guys, will you please keep your eye?
Scott options out. And they make the stop. And he's going to lose yards on this one. Here's an option, right side. He laterals the ball. The big guy with room to run. And they push him out. They scrimmage. They'll run the option. There he goes. Green brings him down. Scott running the option. Johnson with a take. They go with the option. Green brings him down. Jones will run it again. Barber tackles. He gets it up. No good. He missed it to the left. On the ground with the tailback. Juke move. They'll bring him down. Patrick will hand it off. He's hit and got away. There he goes. And he's all the way down to the 46. Alabama calls a timeout. They'll throw on first down. Steps up in the pocket. Airing it out long. Someone got a hand on it. Oh, boy, almost intercepted. And that'll do it for the first half of play. Our halftime score, Alabama 7, Georgia Southern 7. Kicks it off. Beach fields it in the end zone. They'll run the option. He can scoot. He juked him out of his shoes. Now with a juke. Hood with a takedown. Oh, that was one beauty of an option by that quarterback.
No question. There was no hesitation whatsoever. Once he saw that hole, he turned it upfield and left everybody in the dust.
Well,
Scott options out. He might have a chance. And he's tackled. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. Sheds that one. Wide. Here's the give. Sheds a tackler. Little shake and bake move. Got some open field. Roberts with a takedown. And that looked like the same exact play they just ran.
I think it was the exact same play, and that was a great pickup, too.
Option to the right. Laterals back. Barber brings him down for a loss. Here's the option. He's into the open field. And now he decides to pitch it. The 5. Touchdown, Eagles. That was a big run by the halfback.
boy, this kid makes the defense look silly. They're grabbing at a bunch of air down there. They got to hit somebody.
And he tacks on the... We should have a return on this one. Mason takes it from the 6. At the 30, at the 40. Breaks one across midfield. And now on the ground with the tailback. Ward brings him down. He drops back. Gets rid of it quickly. And Patrick fakes a handoff. Wants to throw outside. And it's picked off. The defense now has 2 interceptions in the ball game.
And that's 2 more than the quarterback wanted to throw. Now he's got to go back out there and play smarter football when the offense takes the field again.
You're right, Coach. The quarterback has to be able to put that out of his mind and act like it never happened.
Which one? First or second interception?
I say both.
Scott running the option. Johnson with a Scott options out. A lateral. Barber brings him down. They go with the option. Roberts with a takedown. Scott running the option. And he's taken down. They'll run the option. And they make the stop. Scott gives it up the middle. Shakes off a tackle. And they hit him in the backfield. Running back who can make you pay when he's in the zone. Scott options out. And down he goes. Scott drops to throw. Rolls to the left. Looks. Throws it to the outside. The ball is 4th down, and the punt team lines up. He gets it away, and it's a skyrocket. Hood signals for a fair catch. They'll down the punt. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. Peterson brings him down. Counter play. He jukes it. Tackle. He breaks free. At the 40. Across midfield. At the 40. At the 30. To the 20. To the 10. Goodbye.
Oh, wow. I can't believe it. What an amazing run.
How about the fact that not one player on the entire defense even touched him? Kirk, he got 11 guys on the field, and he just flew by all of them.
And he hits the PA. And he got all of this one. Great kick. Booker calls for the fair kick. Two tight ends here. And they push him out. 4 yards. They'll run the option. Now he pitches it. Dawson with a take. Scott on the option. Butler brings him down. Couldn't get this impact. Tailback would love nothing more than to have the ball in his hands right now. Scott running the option. He's got an opening. And they make the stop. And the Eagle line up with two tight ends. They'll wrestle him down in the back. Ball. Scott back to throw. Throws to the middle. His receiver has it. Hood with a takedown.
I like the defense that was called.
Scott drops back on first down. He's looking. He throws a dart. Someone got a hand on it. Georgia Southern comes out with two tight ends. Scott on the option. Got some open field. And he shoved out of bounds. He kept it himself and picked up a good-looking first down.
Another reason why I love the option. Just when you think he's going to pitch it, he cuts up the field and keeps the ball himself.
The impact player at running back is in the zone right now. They keep it on the ground with a tailback. Broke away from one. Brought down. Here's the option. Hood brings him down. And nice.
You can count on some kind of score. They never come away empty-handed.
Nice that linebacker. He is looking to make something happen. They go with the option. Complete. And they push him out. They get a one. The Eagle come out in a two tight end set. Scott options out. Butler brings him down for a loss. And this ball game's over. Kirk, any final thoughts here?
I'm sad to see this one end because it was a great game to watch. Georgia Southern played a good game out there, but they needed to make one or two more big plays, and they couldn't do it. Who knows? Another couple of minutes, and this one may have gone the other way.
Folks, thanks for tuning into our game. Our final score, Alabama 14, Georgia Southern 7. Brad Nessler for Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit signing off. So long, everybody.